Imagine building your empire brick by brick, only for it to be attacked from all sides. Not by strangers, but by artists you once worked with, trusted, or even looked up to. From petty insults to life-threatening plots, Lil Wayne's journey hasn't just been about music, it's been a war zone. So what happens when the GOAT finally bites back? This is the real story behind the top 7 artists Lil Wayne hated the most, and some of the names might just shock you. Let's start with one of the most quietly bitter rivalries in modern rap history. Number 7, Pusha T. Pusha T and Lil Wayne have been locked in a Cold War for over 2 decades, but when you ask Wayne about it today, he swears he doesn't know why. On Drink Champs, he said, "I swear to God, I don't know, man." But we know. The roots go back to 2002, when Clips and Lil Wayne both worked with Birdman and the Neptunes. The fallout started when Pharrell reportedly cut off ties with Cash Money after not being paid for production. Later, when Wayne was seen wearing Pharrell's Billionaire Boys Club on stage and posing in Bape to advertise his own brand, it was seen as him swagger-jacking Pharrell's style.
Got it coming out, you got Spitter coming out, first artist on Young Money. You got my album in stores, Carter 2. Everything's moving the way it's supposed to be moving.
Then came the Clips track, Mr. Me Too, where many believed Pusha was throwing shade at Wayne for biting their look. Wayne clapped back in a 2006 Complex interview saying, "What happened to that boy? These clowns?" Years later, things exploded. In 2012, Pusha T dropped Exodus 23:1, calling out the convoluted label structure of Cash Money and Young Money. Wayne didn't hold back. He tweeted, "Pusha T and anybody that loves him." Then came the diss track Ghoulish, where he rapped, "His head up is I'll have to headbutt him." But this wasn't just another rap beef. Pusha was hitting a nerve. By airing out the dysfunction within Cash Money, he wasn't stirring drama for clout. He was exposing the truth. Shady contracts, label politics, artists stuck in limbo. And when Wayne fired back, his energy hit different. It wasn't just defense, it was personal, it was emotional. And that raw intensity, it never went away. Coming in at number 6, Birdman. This one cuts the deepest because it wasn't just about business, it was about family. Birdman wasn't just Lil Wayne's label head. He was his mentor, his protector, his father. They called each other father and son, not for show, but because of a real bond, forged in the fires of poverty and loyalty. Birdman discovered Wayne at just 11 years old, signed him to Cash Money, and groomed him for greatness.
How old was Wayne when you found him?
Wayne could have been 10, 11. A little bit of it with a pick, and I just saw no fear in him.
Yeah.
He ain't had no fear.
Yeah.
And that's what made me really take to him. He wasn't scared to rap to me. He wasn't scared.
In return, Wayne delivered. He didn't just sell millions. He built Young Money, introduced Drake and Nicki Minaj, and kept Cash Money at the top when everyone else was crumbling. But in 2014, just days before the Carter 5 was due, Wayne tweeted, "I want off this label and nothing to do with these people. I am a prisoner, and so is my creativity." The hip-hop world stopped. Then came the $51 million lawsuit. Wayne accused Birdman of withholding royalties and blocking his release. On tour, he screamed, "Cash Money."
Thank you. I just want to turn y'all up for a second. You already know what it is. Free Weezy album coming soon. Carter 5 coming soon. Cash Money.
Then in 2015, Wayne's tour bus was shot up in Atlanta. Young Thug's affiliate, Pee Wee Roscoe, was convicted. Prosecutors linked phone records to Birdman and Thug, but no charges were filed. In 2016, they hugged at Drake's NY party. In 2018, Birdman apologized on stage. "I knew this day was gonna come, but I didn't know when. I'm sorry, bruh, I apologize."
I knew this day was gonna come, but I didn't know when it was gonna come. But this nigga right here, the best nigga, the realest nigga, the illest nigga, and I wanted to apologize to my nigga worldwide to let him know that.
But the damage? It ran deep, because when trust breaks in a family, it's never simple to fix. Now at number 5, Young Thug, the artist who went from homage to hostility in record time. At first, it looked like admiration. Thug styled himself after Wayne, dreads and all. But in 2015, things took a sharp turn. Young Thug announced he was naming his upcoming project Carter 6. a direct nod, or rather a jab, at Lil Wayne's legendary Thaw Carter series. Wayne, already locked in a bitter legal and emotional war with Birdman over Thaw Carter Fiv, saw it as blatant disrespect. On stage, he didn't hold back. "Y'all let him know I said f*** them."
Whoever it is in this motherfucker, y'all let them know I said.
So, under legal and public pressure, Thug changed the title to Barter 6, but the gesture came too late. The line had been crossed. Days later, after a show in Atlanta, Lil Wayne's tour bus was sprayed with bullets. Jimmy Pee Wee Roscoe Winfrey, a known associate of Young Thug, was later arrested and sentenced for the shooting. Fast forward to the YSL RICO trial. Prosecutors tried using a clip of Wayne talking about the beef. Judge Glanville shut it down, saying, "I'm not going to let you present that evidence. Mr. Carter will have to come here." Wayne has stayed silent ever since. But the tension, it still lingers. Sliding in at number 4 is Kodak Black, who turned disrespect into a brand. Kodak Black's beef with Lil Wayne didn't start with music. It started with ego. In 2016, Kodak boldly tweeted, "Lil Wayne ain't the best rapper alive, I am." But it didn't stop there. By 2017 on IG Live, he upped the disrespect, telling fans, "Wayne can eat my..." Then, in 2021 at Miami's Live nightclub, Kodak crossed the line most rappers wouldn't dare approach. With the crowd watching, he paused the music and called out, "Where Lil Wayne at, you maggot? You should have died when you were a baby."
Hey, turn this shit on, bro.
Off? Oh my god.
Hey, where Lil Wayne at? Where Lil Wayne? You played, you late. You maggot, you should have died when you was a baby.
The audience was stunned. Wayne didn't respond, but his daughter, Regina Carter, did. She clapped back online, "You new little rappers need to start giving props and respect to the GOAT. My father don't bother nobody." And she didn't stop there. This man be in his own world, so leave him the f*** alone. Kodak, feeling the heat, replied in another video. He claimed he wasn't talking to her, or even about Wayne at all.
I got a his little bald head daughter, like, feel me? I fuck with the whole setup, shit like that, but don't be coming at me, bro, cause when you come at me, I'ma come back. You know what I'm talking about? Nobody ain't say nothing to that little girl, bro. Nobody ain't say nothing to that little girl. First of all, nobody ain't say nothing to your dad. Nobody ain't say nothing about your daddy.
Ironically, the two had once collaborated on Codeine Dreaming. But after that nightclub rant, that bridge wasn't just burned, it was incinerated. Kodak may have wanted attention, but he ended up blacklisting himself from one of rap's most respected legends. Some lines, once crossed, stay permanent. Next at number 3 is Gilly the Kid, whose claims nearly shattered Wayne's credibility. This beef often flies under the radar, but behind the scenes, it was one of the most damaging feuds of Wayne's early career. In the early 2000s, Gilly the Kid, former member of Philly's rap group Major Figus, signed briefly with Cash Money Records. But after a bitter fallout, Gilly didn't just walk away. He launched a campaign. In multiple DVD interviews and street tapes, he claimed he ghost-wrote major portions of The Carter, accusing Wayne of biting his flow, his slang, even his swagger.
How many songs you think you wrote for Lil Wayne?
How many songs I wrote for Cash Money too, man? They ain't just that. They focusing on Wayne. It's Cash Money, man. Baby, his ass, whole ass nigga.
Wayne fired back on Problem Solver, rapping, "Gilly man, I don't think you niggas should really f with me." But in interviews, he played it cool, smirking and simply saying, Who? Gilly answered with fronting like your daddy, a direct mockery of both Wayne and Birdman. Their feud carried on through subliminals, with Wayne landing more shots on tracks like Live from the 504. Surprisingly, when Wayne was locked up in 2010, Gilly publicly wished him well, but even that olive branch didn't erase years of tension, because once the ghostwriting rumors were out there, they lingered, casting a shadow over Wayne's pen game during one of the most crucial periods of his rise. Coming in hot at number 2 is 50 Cent, hip-hop's master troll and the king of calculated chaos. When 50 Cent chooses a target, it's never random, it's strategic. And in 2007, Lil Wayne found himself in the crosshairs. It started during an interview with funk master Flex, where 50 blasted Wayne, saying, "Wayne's a whore. He does features for anybody who pays."
I feel like a whore sleeps with whoever will pay him.
Okay.
So we gotta call him a whore. If you'll just go with whoever will pay you to be on the records.
Then came the brutal diss track, Part-Time Lover, where 50 mocked Wayne and Birdman's infamous kiss. "You make me want to kiss you like baby kiss Wayne." Damn, that sounds, it's insane. 50 wasn't done. When MTV crowned Wayne the #1 rapper in 2008, 50 threw more shade. Tell me his first single off his last album? Exactly. Wayne stayed calm. On the surface, he He responded in interviews with Grace, saying, "That shit is crazy. I respect him. I ain't dumb." But on wax, he let his feelings fly. Tracks like Louisianimal and Let's Talk Money were full of subliminals aimed straight at 50. 50 clapped back with Play This on the Radio, and even ridiculed Wayne's Rebirth album with parody videos on social media, questioning his rock direction and masculinity. Despite the back and forth, the beef never turned explosive. It stayed icy and calculated. Two titans trading blows in the shadows, neither one flinching, neither one folding. But the tension still lingers. And finally, number 1, Jay-Z. This wasn't a street-level beef. It was chess, two of the most influential artists in hip-hop history, circling each other with bars, not bullets. It all started in 2006. Jay-Z, newly appointed president of Def Jam, tried to sign Lil Wayne, but Wayne declined the offer. In interviews, he was blunt. "I'm better than Jay-Z. I'm 24 years old. I got 10 million sold." It was bold, brash, and impossible to ignore. Jay returned fire with finesse on Kanye West's Ham. In 2011, he rapped, "You got baby money," a slick diss aimed at Wayne and Birdman's Cash Money empire. Wayne didn't flinch. In It's Good, featuring Jadakiss and Drake, he came for the throne. "Talking about baby money? I got your baby money. Kidnap your get that how much you love your lady money." Jay subtly fired back on La Familia. "You must go and hide your whole family. What you think we wearing black for?" But despite the lyrical smoke, it never boiled over. No interviews, no tweets, just subliminals and silence. Their feud played out like a royal standoff. Each verse a move on the board, each pause a message. Like some of Wayne's other beefs, it cooled off before it could catch fire. Some ended in handshakes, others in hugs, and some still simmering. But through it all, he kept rapping, kept building, and kept winning. Because in the end, they came for the throne. But the king never left. What do you think? Was Kodak the most disrespectful? Was Birdman's betrayal unforgivable? Drop your thoughts below, and if you think this was wild, just wait for what's coming next.